Hi there, my name is Sean Senna, and I did my presentation on episodic and semantic memory. I know we covered a little bit in class, but I want to go more into it, and so this is what I have. So what is semantic memory? Semantic memory is one of the two types of declarative or explicit memory. Semantic memory refers to a general world knowledge that we have accumulated throughout our lives. This general knowledge is intertwined in experience and dependent on culture. Semantic memory refers to a portion of long-term memory that processes ideas and concepts that are not drawn from personal experience. Semantic memory includes things that are common knowledge, such as the names of colors, the sounds of letters, the capitals of countries, and other basic facts acquired over time. The concept of semantic memory is fairly new. It was introduced in 1972 as a result of collaboration between Endel Tuving of the University of Toronto and Wayne Donaldson, the University of New Brunswick, on the impact of organization in human memory. So Endel Tuving outlined the separate systems of conceptualization of episodic and semantic memory in his book Elements of Episodic Memory. He noted that semantic and episodic differ in how they operate and the types of information they process. Before Tuving, human memory had not undergone many in-depth studies or research. So since then, a number of research projects have investigated the differences between semantic and episodic memory. Some of the most notable experiences related to semantic memory were conducted by J.F. Killstrom in 1980s to test hypnosis on semantic and episodic memory. So, semantic memory is a recollection of facts gathered from the time we are young. They are indisputable nuggets of information not associated with emotion or personal experience. So some examples is knowing the grass is green, recalling that Washington, D.C. is the U.S. capital and Washington is a state, knowing how to use scissors, understand how to put words together to form sentences, recognizing the names of colors, remembering what a dog is, knowing how to use a phone, and then knowing that President John F. Kennedy was shot on November 22nd, 1963. What is episodic memory? So, episodic memory is a collection of past personal experiences that occurred at a particular time and place. Episodic memory is the memory of autobiographical events, times, places, emotions, and other contextual who, what, where, when, why knowledge that can be explicitly stated or conjured. It's more of a recollection of biographical experiences on specific events in a serial form from which we can reconstruct the actual events that took place at specific points in our lives. Some examples are recalling your first day of school, knowing the name or breed of your first dog, and knowing your lab partner in college chemistry class. Also, reminiscing about your first kiss, remembering your first day on a new job, remembering your wedding day. So, episodic to semantic memory. There is a steady movement of memories from episodic to semantic, especially during childhood when we are continuously learning new things. So learning how to use the phone may start out as an episodic memory of dialing a phone number on a toy telephone. That knowledge then becomes cemented in long-term memory. Semantic memory is generally derived from episodic memory that we learn new facts or concepts from our experiences, and episodic memory is considered to reinforce semantic memory. Researchers generally agree that there is typically a gradual transition from episodic to semantic memory in which episodic memory reduces its sensitivity and association to particular events so that the information can be stored as general knowledge. For instance, you know how to use a phone, but you don't remember the early knowledge you acquired playing with a phone, toy phone. So, but that does not mean all the semantic memories begin as episodic memories. If a person possesses some semantic memory information, he obviously must have learned it, either directly or indirectly, at an earlier time, but he need not possess any information about the episode of such learning he wrote. The person that said that was Tuving. So, semantic to episodic memory. A gradual transition from episodic to semantic memory can take place, in which episodic memory reduces its sensitivity and association to particular events so that the information can be generalized as semantic memory. Both episodic memory and semantic memory require a similar encoding process. However, semantic memory mainly activates the frontal and temporal cortexes, whereas episodic memory activity is concentrated in the hippocampus, at least initially. Once processed, the hippocampus episodic memories are then consolidated and stored in the neurocortex. The memories of the different elements of a particular event are distributed in a various visual, olfactory, and auditory areas of the brain, but then they are all connected together by the hippocampus to form an episode rather than remaining a collection of separate memories. So, is episodic better? If you could strengthen your episodic memory, you would be able to remember better details about your past experiences and events. A stronger episodic memory would also result in improved long-term memory in students, enabling them to do better in studies. These episodic memories are important because they allow you to recall personal experiences that are an important part of your life. These memories provide you with a sense of personal history as well as a shared history with other individuals in your life. Events are then recorded into episodic memory, may trigger episodic learning, a change in behavior that occurs as a result of an event. So, for example, a fear of dogs after being bitten by a dog is a result of episodic learning. Is semantic better? So, semantic memory is a more general and can be shared vastly throughout the human world. Conditions and consequences of retrieval of the information stored are also different between episodic and semantic memory. The circumstances that lead to retrieval of episodic memory can change or add to that memory. Semantic memory is extremely important for children and students because this is a type of memory that allows you to remember the facts that you are learning and tested on. Semantic memory is also extremely important for most people in the workforce because they need to know the basic information to perform their jobs. For everyone else, semantic memory is important because it is what allows you to know the world around you. Without semantic memory, you wouldn't know what a computer was or a telephone. You wouldn't know the grass is green or that birds can fly. So basically, semantic is better. But for me, I've always had episodic memory. So this picture right here on the far left is my dog Jack. I took this picture in 2014 when we got my shark collar because he's a Sharks fan. This picture right after is a picture of my cat Mocha. I took this picture a day or two before she died. She had something wrong in her stomach. And it got the best of her, and she starved herself to death and died. This picture over here is another picture of Jack when he was younger, and also his best friend Java, who is also Mocha's brother. I had Java ever since I was a year old, so I had him for 18 years, and when he died, I got a tattoo of him on my arm. And then the other one is a picture of my cat Latte. Basically, he was my cat, but I called Java my cat too. But anyways, I took this picture of Latte a year before he died, and when he did die, he died 11 days after my 18th birthday. And then this last picture over here is just pictures of this nice lake that I haven't gone to for a while, but hopefully I will soon, with just 3 of my best friends. The one on the far right, I've known ever since I was born, basically. Me and him have been friends our whole entire lives. So, yeah. But anyways, thank you again for an amazing quarter. I really appreciate it. And I hope you have a great spring break. And I don't think I'll ever forget this class because there's so many great memories I've had in it. And you were such an amazing teacher. So, yeah. And I hope you enjoyed this presentation. Thank you very much.